So I'll say this.
Je veux dire ceci.
This new
Cette
generation
nouvelle génération,
wants to break through without suffering.
ils veulent réussir sans souffrir.
They want to break through without.
This clip contains what I consider 1 minute and 24 seconds of pure wisdom from somebody who definitely knows what he's talking about. I've checked him out, Googled him. I never knew him before now. Sonnie Badu, I doff my hat to this gentleman. He has articulated very eloquently the sentiments I have nursed for the past 12 years or so, since I had my first child and he became somebody that could speak and talk, and his siblings and themselves, they were moving around. And I found out that increasingly, as they went out into the world and I met with them and their other peers, this mentality, this mindset became literally cemented in many of them, with few exceptions. They simply, like Les Brown said, they simply will not listen.
You have something special. You have greatness within you. We're living in a time, and maybe I'm an old dinosaur at 70, where anything goes. There are young people today using profanity in public, being rude to people, just not caring how they carry themselves. It's amazing to me. And one of the things I realize is that the only thing that we can do to influence people around us, and particularly the young people. I was very fortunate to have a mentor to speak to me. I've never known my birth father or mother, but I had positive people around me that I would listen to. And one of the things that I feel that's crippling many young people today is that I believe there's some voices that would be very positive to them, but in many cases, they won't listen. They know everything. And to those who can listen, to those of you who can hear me, here's some advice that I'd like to share with you. That as you look at yourself, look at your goals, hold yourself to a higher standard.
So I'll say this.
Je veux dire ceci.
This new
Cette
generation
nouvelle génération,
wants to break through without suffering.
ils veulent réussir sans souffrir.
They want to break through without
Ils
mentorship.
veulent réussir sans mentor.
They want to break through without being led.
Ils veulent réussir sans être
They want to
dirigés.
break through without going through the
Ils
process.
veulent réussir sans passer par le
Because
processus.
social media
Parce
can
que-
make you popular.
Parce que les réseaux sociaux peuvent vous rendre
Everybody
populaire.
goes to like it, so
Tout le
you
monde vient
think that
liker.
you are
Donc,
up
tu
there.
penses que tu es au top.
But if you haven't been through the
Mais si tu n'es
process,
pas passé par le
you will
processus,
fail at the top.
tu vas échouer au sommet.
You can't skip it.
Tu ne peux pas l'échapper.
When we were growing, we had no social media.
Quand on grandissait, on n'avait pas de réseaux sociaux.
So we went through mentorship.
Donc on
We
est
had
passé par
people
des
we looked
mentors.
up to,
On a des gens
people
qu'on regardait.
that we called our fathers,
On
that we
appelait les
looked, when they
papas.
said no, it
Quand
was
ils
no.
disent non, c'est non.
This new
Cette
generation,
nouvelle génération,
when your mentors are saying no,
quand
they
ton
say
mentor
yes,
dit
I'm
non,
doing
ils
it.
disent oui, je le fais.
Because I have this kind of view. And
Parce que
that's
j'ai tant de
why
visions refusées.
most of them cannot get to a
C'est
certain
pourquoi
place,
certains d'entre eux ne peuvent pas
because they
arriver au
haven't
sommet.
taken time to learn
Parce
through the
qu'ils n'ont
process.
pas appris
My advice to the
d'étudier
generation
le
is
processus.
find a mentor,
Mon conseil, trouvez un mentor.
humble to serve,
Sois humble pour servir.
and wait for your time.
Et puis attends ton temps.
When it's your time,
Et quand c'est ton temps,
nobody can stop it.
personne ne peut le stopper.
Thank you so much.
Because social media makes it so easy to get yourself right up there. You actually think you are up there. The truth is, you don't have a foundation on which to stay up there. It gets you up there, but staying up there for the long term, like someone like Angelique Kidjo has done, and therefore has been winning multiple Grammy Awards at the expense of the younger generation who are competing with her in the same category in the Grammy Awards. It's the reason why Angelique Kidjo has continued to outclass them, even though she's supposed to be quote-unquote a dinosaur. I disagree anywhere about that concept. She's not irrelevant, she's not outdated. You listen to her interview with Christina Mampo, you see that woman knows what she's talking about, and she's paid her dues. You have to pay your dues. I've been out here as an entrepreneur. I started very badly. I was crawling and falling flat on my face and getting up and having problems on the home front, domestic violence experience with my ex-partner. I had to survive that, and then I moved on and still had to face other obstacles, slept on the streets of Cotonou and Port Novo, came back to Nigeria, going up and down, trying to make money, losing my car, selling it off for a fraction in order to pay school fees for my kids. I have been through hell and back in my personal and business life. But guess what? Every single one of those experiences I've had, I would never trade them for anything else, because they have made me the person I am. I have this wealth of knowledge and experience that gives me so much deep-seated confidence today, that when I talk to people, that I'm so rich in knowledge and information I can share, in insights, that when I talk with people, they're always telling me, wow, I have clients who have recorded themselves speaking in testimonial videos where they say, if you're talking to me, it's like they don't want me to stop. And this is the truth. You are able to add value. You become a richer person to interact with, and therefore you have much more wisdom to draw upon to achieve your own success and stay successful. The reason why we have all these quick, what we call the flashes in the pan, is because these people do not want to go through the process. Like Badu says, they do not want to pay their dues. They do not want to submit themselves for mentorship. You can't tell them anything. You can't suggest any ideas to them. They know it all, and yet they have no answers to the problem they are facing. But they still tell you it's not their fault. They still even want to blame you. They are not equipped to look inwards, to introspect and solve their own problems. You can recruit people to help you kind of implement your plan, but for God's sake, you got to be able to come up with a plan by your understanding of your problem and understanding of yourself. That takes going through suffering, going through hardship, going through adversity, stretching and sweating. Sometimes blood, you sweat blood in order to make yourself. People in this new generation, most of them do not understand and are not willing to do that. The few among them who are willing to do it, try to tell the others, they won't listen. Well, I hope this message by Badu will kind of ring a bell. I hope it will make you rethink the way you're approaching life. Whatever it is you're trying to do, if you're not getting it right, if it's not working for you, or if it worked before and it's not working anymore, it could be that you've not taken yourself through the process in the proper way. Go back, retrace your steps, look for a mentor, be humble, serve the person, do whatever you need to do to really get a firm grip of what it takes to succeed in that area of endeavor, and you will succeed. And you will succeed, and proof of your success, apart from your success, will be that you can teach others how to succeed as well. I always tell people, if you cannot reproduce your success in somebody else, you are not successful. All right, I hope this is useful. This gentleman has really made my day. That's why I decided to do this reaction video. I'll let you listen to it again. I'll add it as a clip at the end again. Cheers.
So I'll say this.
Je veux dire ceci.
This new
Cette
generation
nouvelle génération,
wants to break through without suffering.
ils veulent réussir sans souffrir.
They want to break through without
Ils
mentorship.
veulent réussir sans mentor.
They want to break through without being led.
Ils veulent réussir sans être
They want to
dirigés.
break through without going through the
Ils
process.
veulent réussir sans passer par le
Because
processus.
social media
Parce
can
que-
make you popular.
Parce que les réseaux sociaux peuvent vous rendre
Everybody
populaire.
goes to like it, so
Tout le
you
monde vient
think that
liker.
you are
Donc,
up
tu
there.
penses que tu es au top.
But if you haven't been through the
Et si tu n'es
process,
pas passé par le
you will
processus,
fail at the top.
tu vas échouer au sommet.
You can't skip it.
Tu ne peux pas l'échapper.
When we were growing, we had no social media.
Quand on grandissait, on n'avait pas de réseaux sociaux.
So we went through mentorship.
Donc on
We
est
had
passé par
people
des
we looked
mentors.
up to,
On a des gens
people
qu'on regardait.
that we called our fathers,
On
that we
appelait les
looked, when they
papas.
said no, it
Quand
was
ils
no.
disent non, c'est non.
This new
Cette
generation,
nouvelle génération,
when your mentors are saying no,
quand
they
ton
say
mentor
yes,
dit
I'm
non,
doing
ils
it.
disent oui, je le fais.
Because I have this kind of view. And
Parce que
that's
j'ai tant de
why
visions refusées.
most of them cannot get to a
C'est
certain place,
pourquoi certains d'entre eux ne peuvent pas
because they
arriver au
haven't taken
sommet.
time to learn
Parce
through the
qu'ils n'ont
process.
pas appris
My advice to the
d'étudier
generation
sur
is
le processus.
find a mentor,
Mon conseil, trouvez un mentor.
humble to serve,
Sois humble pour servir.
and wait for your time.
Et puis attends ton temps.
When it's your time,
Et quand c'est ton temps,
nobody can stop you.
personne ne peut le stopper.
Thank you so much.